then Hart, who was the cause of the whole thing, trying to blame it all on Fergie. Fergie wouldn't put up for any of it. This great tag team of the Fabulous Ones, they racked up another one in 21 seconds, by the way, gentlemen. You were loafing on it. Hey, listen.
Sorry it took so long, Lance.
I know that coming up is going to be, the coming weeks are going to be very exciting because the U.S. Tag Team Champions are coming into the territory, and I know that you all are scheduled for a U.S. Tag Championship match. You've already got the Southern Tag belts, and you're out for the biggie. And
you know, Lance, it's alone at the top. It's a vicious world out there, you know. We chose our song, Everybody Wants You, right? Well, how true it is. Everybody does want us. They're coming from all over the country. They want our belts. With the Southern Tag Team straps that Steve and I have, we're on top. They want us. Well, we're ready. You know why we're ready? Because of these people right here. Every man, every woman, and every child. When we go around that ring and they hug us and kiss us and say, guys, do it for us. Hey, we're going to do it for each and every one of them. We're going to get those belts from you people, huh?
Stand. Let me ask you guys to stand here just a minute because the U.S. Tag Champs are managed by one of the most notorious managers in the United States. He manages Nick Bockwinkel, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Bobby had some comments to say about this match. Let's take a look at it. Yeah.
My name is Bobby the Brain Heenan. I am manager of the world's champion Nick Bockwinkel. And the reason you people haven't seen me in your area is because it has come to my attention that I can't go to the south and sit in the corner of Mr. Bockwinkel because it has been blocked. And it's been blocked by a man named Jerry Lawler and a couple of his cronies, a couple of his friends, the Fabulous Ones, Steve Kearns and Stan Lane. Well, I've got a little surprise for everybody in the south. When Mr. Bockwinkel gets done with Mr. Lawler, he'll hide his head in shame and disappear so far south you'll never see him again. And the Fabulous Ones, Kearns and Mr. Lane, I want you to listen to this very carefully. Since I can't go to the south and participate in the south or be in the corner of my men, I'm sending 2 men down there. These 2 men wear masks. They are 6'5", 6'6". They weigh in the neighborhood of 270, 275 pounds. And that's a very good neighborhood to be in. And they're going to come there, and they're going to take on the team of the Fabulous Ones, Kearns and Mr. Stan Lane. Now, when the dust clears and everything's over with, they're not going to be called the Fabulous Ones. They're going to be called the Very, Very Sorry Ones. And then if I feel big-hearted and gracious enough, I might, when this is all over and done with, come to your small little burg and maybe bring my champion, Nick Bockwinkel. But like I said, these 2 men, they're the United States Tag Team Champions. They wear masks, and their names are, now turn your volume up and get a hold of this, the Executioners. You sleep with that, Mr. Kearns and Mr. Lane. I'll see you in the south very, very soon.
Yeah, you heard it from Bobby Heenan in there.
I just got one thing to say, you know, Lance. He's did a lot of talking, but he's never really seen us in action. So, Mr. Heenan, if you will hear this interview, we got an answer for you. When you send them 2 big geeks down here with them belts, they'll be coming back all right after the smoke's cleared, but they'll be missing something because the Fabulous Ones are going to be wearing 2 sets of belts, Jack.
All right.
And that's a fact, Lance.
Okay, there they are, Stan and Steve, the Fabulous Ones. Good luck to you against the Executioners, and I hope maybe we'll have those U.S. titles down. Okay. We're ready to go with the U.S. Tag Championship title match. The current champions, the Executioners, minus their manager, Bobby Heenan. They're going against, on the right side of your screen, a team that's giving away just a double ton of weight, but they're not giving away anything in determination. The Fabulous Ones, Stan Lane, Steve Kearns. Steve in there right now. with the Executioner number 1, and he's the smaller of the two. They'll go 626 pounds. You can see what Lane and Kern are going to have to depend on. Steve kind of rubbing it in a little. That speed is going to mean so much. Steve tied it up straight away. And boy, the Executioner just backed him into that corner before you could turn around. Bing. Once again. Steve using that speed to get out of the way, and there's a tag on Stan Lane. Lane powering down with that elbow, hooks the leg. He's going to try to turn him back, but he's kicked out of it, and a tag on Steve Kern. Good move. Boy, the Fabs really working well together. This is the first chance that they have had to go at the U.S. tag titles. And they are looking very good. Kern. Tag Stan Lane. Look at here. Beautiful leg scissors. He scissored him, boy. Took him right down. Count of 1. And that's all they could get. The big guys will depend on wearing you down, but if Kern and Lane can continue to tag in and out of there as fast as they've done, step over toe hold, Kern hanging. At the 3-minute mark, and while the Executioners have not been in such a condition as to be worried about losing their titles, they have taken some punishment from the fabulous ones. Look at this Kern. He takes the huge Executioner number 2 right over. He says, how about the mask? I'm going to pull it off. And Stan Lane drives the other Executioner back to the corner. And Kern has pulled off the mask of the Executioner. He covers himself up. He's outside the ring. He's heading out of here, and referee Jerry Calhoun is counting. He's at 5. Lane and Kern have got the titles locked up. Uh-oh. The Executioner number 1 just glommed Jerry Calhoun from behind. The bell is sounded, and a new United States the referee hold it. We thought that they had counted the Executioners out, but he has disqualified the Executioners. They will retain the titles. What a lousy deal for Kern and Lane. They grab the trophies. The titles are in the hands of Lane and Kern, but the Executioners were disqualified, and now they are just smashing those trophies to pieces. Good night, Stan and Steve, who had the titles won. Heaving the trophies out, the pieces of it. So, In 4 minutes and 13 seconds, the executioners retain with an intentional disqualification. Stan and Steve, who had it won, they lose it on a disqualification. They win the match, but lose the titles. The winners, the fabulous ones, but by disqualification.
They regret it.